Welcome to Aeon Timeless History, where the past is never truly gone, and the truth is never what it seems. Tonight, we're stepping into one of the internet's most controversial mysteries, a forgotten empire, a name erased from modern textbooks, yet once printed on maps across the world, an empire called Tartaria. Imagine opening a world map from 300 years ago and seeing a massive empire stretching across Eurasia, labeled clearly, confidently, repeatedly, Grand Tartary. Now imagine that empire completely disappears, not conquered, not divided, not remembered, just gone. No chapters in history books, no clear explanation, no official record of its fall. So what really happened? Was Tartaria a lost superpower, or just a misunderstanding that turned into a modern conspiracy? Before we dive deeper, make sure to subscribe to Aeon Timeless History, because here, we don't just tell history, we question it. And if this topic intrigues you, drop a comment right now. Was Tartaria real? Let's see what you think. For over 3 centuries, European maps consistently labeled a vast region as Tartary. These weren't amateur sketches. We're talking about detailed maps from respected cartographers, from France, Germany, the Netherlands. They showed Tartary stretching from the Caspian Sea all the way to the Pacific Ocean. Some maps even divided it into regions: Russian Tartary, Chinese Tartary, independent Tartary. At first glance, it looks like a powerful, unified empire. But here's the truth most people miss. Tartary wasn't a country. It was a catch-all term used by Europeans to describe vast, largely unknown lands in Central and Northern Asia. The people? They were often called Tatars. They're a diverse group of nomadic tribes, and over time Tatar became Tartar, and eventually Tartary. So what looks like an empire may actually be a misunderstanding of geography and culture. But here's a question for you. If it was just a label, why did so many maps agree on it? Coincidence or something more? Let me know in the comments. Now this is where the mystery gets intense. Across the late 1800s, cities in Europe and America suddenly showcased massive, ornate buildings, grand train stations, government halls, exhibition palaces, all built with incredible detail. Some conspiracy theories claim these weren't built by modern humans. They say these structures were leftovers from Tartaria. But let's reality check that. Take the World's Columbian Exposition in Chicago. Yes, it was massive. Yes, it looked stunning. But here's what's often ignored. Most of those buildings were made from temporary materials like plaster and wood. They were designed to look permanent, but weren't. And after the fair ended, they were demolished. Not because of a cover-up, but because they were never meant to last. Let's talk about the San Francisco earthquake of 1906. One of the most devastating disasters in US history. The city was nearly destroyed, and yes, it rebuilt quickly, but not magically. Thousands of workers, massive funding, and years of effort went into reconstruction. There's no evidence of hidden advanced technology helping them, just human determination and industrial-era engineering. Now we get into one of the wildest claims, the idea of a global mud flood. The theory suggests that cities around the world were buried, leaving only the upper floors visible. You've probably seen images: windows below street level, doors leading underground. Sounds mysterious, and right? But urban historians have a simpler explanation. Cities evolve. Over time, roads are repaved, ground levels rise, buildings get modified. In places like Seattle, entire streets were literally raised to prevent flooding. No global catastrophe needed. Another favorite piece of evidence are star-shaped forts, perfect geometric designs and found across Europe and beyond. Some claim they were energy devices built by Tartarians, but historically, they were military structures designed to defend against cannon fire. Their shape allowed better visibility and fewer blind spots. No mystery tech required, just clever engineering. Now let's address the boldest claim that Tartarians were giants. Yes, seriously. People point to tall doors, huge ceilings, oversized architecture. But here's the reality. Large buildings are meant to impress. Cathedrals, palaces, government halls. They're built big, to symbolize power, not because giants lived there. As for giant skeletons, there's no credible scientific evidence supporting a hidden race of giants. Most claims trace back to exaggerated newspaper stories or outright hoaxes.
So if Tartaria wasn't a lost empire, why do so many people believe it was? Simple, because the idea is powerful. It taps into a deeper feeling that history might be incomplete, that something important was hidden, that we don't know the full story. And to be fair, history is messy. Records get lost, stories get distorted, but that doesn't mean everything is a conspiracy. Now I want your honest opinion. Do you think Tartaria was a misunderstood region or a hidden civilization? Comment below. The legend of Tartaria is fascinating, but when we separate fact from fiction, a clearer picture emerges, not of a lost empire erased from history, but of a misunderstood name, printed on old maps, and later reimagined in the modern world. Still, the mystery remains compelling, because sometimes what we think we see in history says more about us than the past itself. If you enjoyed this journey into hidden history, subscribe to Aeon Timeless History, because next time, we're going even deeper into secrets that history never wanted you to question.